Alright, I am back. Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm back with another one. We're jumping on evac, about to play a little uplink. And just to let you know, I'm not jumping in the beginning of the game. I'm kind of jumping in about a minute after the game started. At least they're not going to start me in the middle and I'm getting wrecked, which is a typical thing for me. I've gotten used to it. But anyway, I wanted to talk about a certain subject today. You know, I get a lot of comments and I get a lot of negative comments. But it appears that all the negative comments are the same. I think a common theme with the negative comments is you're not even helping your team. You didn't do anything for your team. You didn't get a kill confirmed. You didn't get a flag. I've had games where I'm like 48-0 and I got some turd saying you didn't even help your team. So I wanted to address, does camping help your team? And how does it help your team? You know, I find it to be a common theme, so I kind of wanted to talk about it. Now look at this game. I just jumped on this morning, and I wanted to get you guys a gameplay. And I'm going to use this game for example. Look at this. We're playing uplink, and what I tend to do in uplink, I'm very defensive-minded. I try to guard the flag, and that's my job. I'm not the guy running the ball. I'm not the guy that's rushing into their spawn. Although I do that from time to time. For the most part, I like to guard the flag. Look, I'm trying to keep these guys out at bay. But you always get those people that complain. You don't help the team. I've even been in a game where I'm like 30-0 and I got one of my teammates, they want to get in front of me and stop camping, and they're doing this. And now this is normally the guy that's like 1-40, you know, and they want to call you out. Now what I'm specifically doing in this game mode, look, I'm guarding the flag. Now here's the thing, I am in the same spot and you're going to see me move shortly. But the reason I move is because I feel like the other team knows I'm there. So they're going to try to come at me and I'm going to move. But see, this is one of the things I think camping does. It changes the focus of the other team. When you're camping hard, they get so focused on you, they sometimes forget the objective. And it opens up for your teammate. I think that's a great thing that happens for a camper. A lot of times you get into a great spot and they get so focused on taking you out, that allows your team to run around freely. If I'm playing with a rusher and he knows what I'm doing, it can benefit him. Now, I know some rushers get frustrated because they're always trying to push the spine. Like, you got this guy trying to get C when none of us is helping him, and then he gets mad at us. But I'm like, you're the idiot that keeps running out there. I really do go with the flow of my team, and that's what I like to do. But one of the things I like to think about when I camp is about what I can do. Oh, look at that right there. What I can do to help my team. Now, if I can hold a spot down, create a no rush zone, and make it easier for my teammates, I feel like I've been successful, and also to get a good score. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're camping and you're going 1-40, you're not helping anybody. The same thing if you're rushing and you're going 1-40, you're just feeding the beast. So a lot of game modes, whether it's domination, whether it's uplink, I try to be slick. I try to create no rush zones. You know, a lot of times people say you're not helping your team, but if you go 10-0, 16-0, 40-0, the fact that you didn't die in itself helps your team. A lot of people fail to recognize that when you're dying, you're giving the other team score streaks, whether it's UAVs, whether it's higher score streaks. So for someone to say a camper isn't helping his team, yet the camper didn't die, that means the camper at no given time contributed to the other team's success. Now, don't get me wrong, you may not collect tags. That happens. You get in the game, you're not collecting tags, and then kill confirm. You do got to collect tags to win, but at the same time, you also got to kill. Now, some people, maybe you're a complete player. Maybe you're the type of player that can get in the game and get 100 tags and get 100 kills. Well, everyone's not doing that, are capable of doing that. So why would you complain if someone on your team is like 20-0 with no tags collected? They didn't give the other team a tag. They created plenty of tags for you to collect as well, and they're dropping score streaks. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about the way I camp and the way I try to show other people to camp. Like I said, we're score streak assassins. I'm not going to go out and get 100 gun kills. I may get 100 kills, but it's going to be from things like this. I'm going to kill people. I'm going to get into my streaks and lay them down. And look, I'm moving because I've killed like 3 or 4 people in that same spot. So now I just want to switch it up a little bit. My goal is to make the other team go out of their frame. Now, sometimes I end up on the top of the leaderboard. Sometimes I don't. But for me, it's all about having a good game. If I can go 20-0 and I'm at the bottom, fine. If I can go 48-0 and I'm at the top, fine. For me, it's all about doing something that's going to benefit my team. I've been in many games where I'm the rusher and I'm running around collecting the flags and I'm carrying people. Now, the reason I'm addressing this is because I noticed some of the bigger YouTubers, like even 402 Thunder, is talking about how he has to carry his team in TDM. He's going 36-3 and they're still losing. Now, the problem is the reason they're losing is because he has these other turds. They're not camping, they're rushing, but they're just dying. They're not staying alive, and I think that's a big part of Call of Duty. People miss the fact that in Call of Duty, staying alive is a huge factor in winning. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, a lot of times when people win and they win on a consistent basis, they're playing with a team. you get these teams, and they can die. I've seen a team go completely negative and win because of the way they played. They played the objective. So objective-based modes, of course, a team can win by playing the objective if the whole team is in on it. But let's talk reality. When you're in a lobby, look at that. I went 6-0. I jumped into the game late. But, you know, it's fine. I'm 6-0. We got some guy on our team going ham at the top. You know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to help that guy out, you know, by not dying. But like I was saying, when you jump into a regular lobby, let's be real. Not everybody's good in a regular lobby. You know, sometimes you get in lobbies and people are pretty bad. You know, I've played and I'm like frustrated because I'm like 40-0 and the next person's 9-27. I can show you a gameplay like that now. I got to record it. I got gameplays where I'm beasting and no one on my team is doing anything. I mean, literally all they are doing are dying. I feel like they're setting me up to fail. Now, see, I jumped in this game and luckily I had these guys. You notice the score was 0-0 when I jumped in. Now, I didn't score a single flag, but what I did do is I created a no-risk zone. I discombobulated a team, got, 6 kills, you know, jumping in. And it's just a matter of knowing the way the game flow. If you notice, I came here and looked here because this is the way a lot of these guys like to come. Now, when you're playing uplink, people like to flank you. So with me knowing that, I like to prepare for the guys flanking. You know, now watch this kill right here. Look, I'm putting the killer bees down. I go to jump here. Look at this guy. Woo, shot him. Direct hit. Now, you got to be careful. Sometimes when you shoot them, they still have time to come get you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to prepare for the flankers and spankers. And look, so I got killer bees set up in areas to keep them from flanking. Now, even if they came down that back step, see, look, it already got them. And look, now I'm going to put a sentry gun here.
Ready for deployment.
Look, you know, I thought about it. I was actually going to take it to where the thing is, then I changed my mind. And guess what? It saved my life. So, for me, it's just about playing smarter. And that's what I like to do. You know, for all these people that think camping doesn't help, I don't think they really understand the full understanding of the game. It's like they don't completely understand what the game is about. And I don't care what game mode you're in. When you're not dying, you're helping your team. If you're not being someone that's feeding the beast, you're helping your team. And that's all I try to do. And I have beast gameplays. I have some low scoring gameplay. I've been in games where I only went like 16-0. Why isn't my sentry gun shooting these guys? Maybe they have on the perk that I don't know. That doesn't happen. But look, these guys are all stuck over in this area now. Now, I didn't notice, but when I got into this game, I think I'm playing with a team. I think I got lucky and I got in with a team. And they start team balling these guys, which kind of leads to my destruction because I wasn't playing team ball with them. They're basically going to push up into their spawn, take their spawn away, and then they force them to spawn back where I'm at. And that kind of gets me killed. So I'm going to have 1 death in this game. I know that was a spoiler alert, but you're going to see that in a minute because the other team is definitely pushing them. Look where my teammates are all. And so they kind of forced them out of their spawn, and that happens. Like I said, to be a good player in this game, you got to really pay attention to what your team is doing as well. Now, if you're one of these people, you're going to just play your way no matter what, you're probably going to get laid down often because what happens is you get into a game. Look at this. Now, I look at my whole teammates over in their spawn, and I know they're over here. Like, I'm just sitting here just because I'm looking at where all my teammates are. I'm like, there is no way they can be anywhere but here. Look at this. Look, this is horrible. Look, no hip fire with this gun. That guy was horrible. He should have killed me. Look, I ran in there. The whole team was in there. That's my 1 death. I just happened to spawn. Look at this guy. Look at this. I missed him. Here, get some of that C4 sandwich. Now, this is the only thing about double tapping the X when your weapon isn't fully loaded. It starts to reload. But anyway, you guys, look at that. I went 20-1. I don't know if you guys feel the same way I do about camping, but in no way does a good, effective camper hurt his team. If anything, you're helping your team, not dying, dropping score streaks. All right, that's my opinion on that. All right, you guys, I am out. Let me get back on the game and wreck some people. It's time to bring some beast gameplays. Ooh, look at that other team score. They were getting laid down. All right, you guys, I am out. Let's go.
1 shot, 1 kill. Won't even hear it coming.